Of the minority Nubian community in Kibra are decrying the long vetting process they have to undergo before getting national IDs. The chairperson of the Nubian Rights Forum, Shafi Hussein, has accused the outgoing government of placing unnecessary hurdles in the way of young Nubians seeking IDs.
As Kenyans flocked to polling stations on Tuesday, August 9th, millions of young people across the country did not show up to vote, sparking widespread voter apathy. But here in Kibra, Nairobi, some young people from the Nubian community tell me that they wanted to vote, but they could not, simply because they did not have national ID cards.
Udhaifa Musa is one of the young people in Kibra who have been trying to get an ID card for months without success. At 22 years old, Musa says he has been vetted multiple times by the government, but close to 2 years since he first applied, his ID card is yet to come.
Nika-apply na nini ya madrasa, nikapewa mpaka waiting. Hiyo ni after nime-apply ID, imeshakaa 1 year, nimefanya vetting 5. After nikaletewa wao sawani, kuna mama wanisa alikuja akani-interrogate, akaniuliza maswali, akauliza mpaka guardian wangu maswali, akapeana report yake, wakakubaliana kunipea waiting. Wakanipea waiting after 1 year tena, after 8 months, nikakuwa naongoja idea itoki.
Shafi Ali Hussein has been fighting for the rights of the Nubian community in Kibra since the early 2000s. He says it takes at least 5 times longer for young Nubians to get national IDs compared to other Kenyans living in Kibra, something he says has prevented many from voting in the just concluded general elections. This is in sharp contrast to their Shona community counterparts who were granted Kenyan citizenship sooner. They reportedly have an easier time getting their IDs.
National vetting consists of the NRB guys, the intelligent guys, the CIDs, the police, the local administration, and all of those guys are asking that one youth questions.
For a Nubian, you need both parents' ID, grandparents' ID, vetting elders' affidavits, and any other document that the registrar might ask.
The 100,000 strong Nubian community were brought to Kenya in 1900 by the British Army to help them secure Kenya. In the late 1970s, some Nubians were able to receive ID cards and birth certificates, but the situation gradually changed as the population increased. The 2019 census shows that there are over 20,000 members of the Nubian minority group in Kibra, and many of them have to undergo rigorous vetting processes before getting national identity cards, something the Nubian Rights Forum led by Shafi opposes. They believe the government is profiling them. Medina Ahmed is a mother of one who has been waiting for her ID card for over 8 months now. She says she's on the cusp of giving up since multiple visits to the Huduma Center where she applied have borne no fruits.
Pia kuna wengine tu bado wako. Mfano rafiki yangu alikaa 11 months ndio ikatoka. Pia alikuwa azunguka tu mimi nazungushwa tu kitema naambiwa bado. Hadi una give up. Kila time ukienda naambiwa tu bado na give up narudi tena. Tuwasema tena kaangalia tena next month ukienda naambiwa tu bado. Na wale apply na wao walishapata.
Shafi shows me legal documents of all the cases of Nubians like Musa and Medina who come to him seeking help to get their ID cards. He hopes the incoming government will make it easier for young Nubians to get ID cards by shortening the vetting process or scrapping it off altogether. Our efforts to seek for a comment from the Immigration Ministry remain futile as the official emails we sent to the department remain unanswered.
The reason given by the government for the slow, long and often rigorous process of giving IDs to members of the Nubian community in Kibra is that there's need to make sure there is security and to weed out any criminal elements trying to gain citizenship into the country. But as members of the Nubian community here in Kibra tell me, the lack of IDs and the long processes that prevent young people to get IDs here is the same reason that causes these young people to revert back to crime. Waris Kimathi, TV 47 in Kibra.